Marked these words, the quill of Hermes, raised the green-lipped youth, Adonis. Listen well, as if to Eros, see the beauty in her promise. Through the self, a solar system meets out time, the planets singing, sealed in lines, a great revision, light, the cosmic bells are ringing. Truth resounds within her sightings, space is scanned for skyward giants, astronomic temples, sun signs, trace the thread of ancient science. There in orbit turn the starlings, planets binding, suns inclining, in such ways that whole dimensions fold inside the vaults of heaven. Angels watch the hidden stargates, one from north, a second south side, east, then west. The seal is six-faced, secret form, a cube-shaped inside. Hope, the birds define with wisdom, greener words, a sidereal vision, thus reveals undying memories, logbook of a lifetime's mission. Starlight is the love inflection, 4 + 1, the whole quintessence, flame, air, water, earth, reflection, quantum leaps in 5 directions. 12 the signs that mark the timepiece, zodiacal months and sections, fiery water, earth, air, star sweet. Now behold the ram, says Hermes. Vernal sun, the hide of Aries, golden fleece, light's palace mighty, guardian over Argive heroes, asteroid of winged Nike. This the key to hidden gateways, look beyond to see the secret. Clio fixed for all the great stays, Thalia, the muse and grace says. Artemis with bow and quiver stands aloft on Mount Olympus, as the doe and stag in silence jump the clear and starlit river. Swift they run, as magic carpets are the green and silver forests. Watch the bears and bees with honey, as the goddess hits her target. Bravo, sister, beams Apollo, gazing at the sea below them. Never did you miss with arrow, sinks the form of bold Orion. Lord Apollo watches silent, as the virgin's bow drifts skyward, watches as the only lesson, o'er a virtue learns his lesson. By a cedar stands she, grieving, bows her head in shameless weeping, cries upon the smelted moonbeams, chastening her ruthless sibling. King of priests, my lord Apollo, reasons for his death ring hollow, while the muses, 9 that love thee, contemplate their selves you'd fool me. Laughs the god, your love's a martyr, facing here a charging Taurus, tempted by the Atlas daughters, girls who glide on lucid waters. Then the son of old Poseidon, he that roused Apollo's hatred, shouts, assassin, jealous brother, long it is for this you've waited. Sun god, you designed my downfall, cruelly so the breath of sorrow falls anew on winter evenings, feeds the dew each misty morrow. As the nymphs sang Paeon's god, you chose to then divulge my fortune, chose to fool your trusting sister, felled the seed of mighty Neptune. Jealous god, you made her shoot me, while I braved the deep, the blue sea, just because my foot was fleeter, and my love god that much sweeter. All shall know the truth of this, the virgin loves my lord, my kiss, The Virgin loves my Lord, my touch. My Lord, she loves it, oh so much. Though her arrow caught me truly, she has made me quite immortal. Greatly shall this come to haunt you, as I stand at heaven's portal. Whilst he bathes in sun Apollo, concentrates Orion's sorrow, hails the starry-minded brothers, Castor, Pollux, twins of Leda. Fare thee well, O son of Zeus, and how's the child of Tyndarus? Do me, if you will, a favour, keep an eye on this old raver. Hail, Orion scorns the heavens, struggles against his fixed position. We must give him bitter medicine, keep him chained in soul submission. Starman brave, the hail Orion, shouts aloud, these boys you fancy, golden one, are two-faced planets. Now the hunter's voice is angry. Why, pray tell, does noble Hera love the clawing, crabby creature? Why, great Zeus, defend the lion, that which tortured all Nemea? Pluto, halt the poisoned creeper, clamp the stinging beast of Ares. Save me from this cursed Demeter, show me justice, I should meet her. By Olympus I'm surrounded, gods your beasts should all be grounded. Yet I see my dogs are pining, faithful hounds are there compounded. Hearing truth, the gods who heed it forge 3 glyphs to raise the dog star. High above, the bane of Thebans forms and flames the sign of Ishtar. Lo, Orion now is smiling down upon his faithful ally, as the upper vaults of heaven blaze with light, the stars beam levens. Centaur wise, he summoned Chiron, help me while away some hours. We'll drink wine at crimson fountain, then reclaim the hero's mountain. Raise a cup for me, says Chiron, I must guard the heart of darkness. Child of earth in starry heaven, drink of memory, shun the cypress. From the stream that's clear as crystal, as the knowledge dawns, he rises. From the dark, reveals his prowess. Thinks Orion, so, I'm timeless. If I'm made to stand here waiting, forced by ties which bind eternal, hail Orion, roars in fury, my revenge shall wax infernal. Long for I the winter solstice, when the sea-goat meets the sun-king. On that day the horn of plenty brims. How long will this event be? Might of oceans, old Poseidon, let the fishes swim beside me. Lest you grant this one diversion, I shall die of boredom nightly. Tell me this as well, O wise one, when does Hades mete out mercy? When young Eros drinks the ocean, Aphrodite reaches 30. Hestia's hearth is icy cold, or Hermes sighs and says, I'm old. Hera gives her heart to Echo, Atlas cries and lets the earth go. From the swelling seas, unsilent, rising from the salt through ether, Neptune holds aloft his trident, sighs, the spring has come, be patient. As the centre of his offspring glows, outraged to so be lectured, so much wisdom of the ages flows from Father Ocean's lectern. Take some good advice, Orion, watch and learn the ways of heaven. Time just moves around in circles, from the fish becomes a turtle. Onward then we find a deluge caused a boar to swim the ocean, as the lion Narasimha came before the dwarf Vamana. Then to life a noble hero sprang and rid the world of tyrants. This made way for Rama, born in days before the Bhagavad Gita. In this way the Prince of Paupers broke the wheel of earthly suffering. Maybe, son, you'll hear him teaching in the realm of endless loving. Hail Orion bears this preaching, as the son must heed his father, though inside his heart's repeating, rules are made for fools, not starmen. peering through the velvet darkness, seeks the starman's souls like-minded, souls who cry for freedom, partners, ones to rend his endless bindings. Near yet far he spies another, in the spiral map of Hera, milky starway, whereupon is resting Perseus, calls Orion. I've a plan to rout Olympus, woo the nymphs and plunder treasure, somehow try to storm Zakynthos, free the slaves and take my measure. Maybe you and then your brother have some cause to join up forces. Unified we'd hold forever. This would bring immortals chaos. Half a sound is made by Perseus, just a calm subsonic murmur, tone of one who's done his duty. Starman, you're a cosmic learner. Peace is what we need in heaven. This is all the wiser teaching. Why not heed the words the water gave? Why raise the fires against it? Still the starman shuns his prison, rues the day his will was rendered, helpless though the sun has risen, never shall his soul surrender. Now Orion tries another, one who killed the dreaded Hydra, caught the boar of Erymanthes, spent a life in solid labour. Will you see, great Heracles, that we are stronger still together, strong enough to reach Elysium? Gods are great, but we are better. Surely you from that position, that which marks the sun's direction, could devise some plan to loosen ties which bind us in the heaven. Maybe you could snare the Cygnus, or perchance this wild Aquia, else pick up the lyre and swiftly. Time does pass, but not so quickly. We have strength to break Olympus. We're the ones to end their incest. This could be the final challenge. Will you mark my words with interest? There's no answer to his queries. Dionysus' brains are weary. Cares he not for Neptune's offspring? Wants he just to hear the girls sing? Watches he the virgins wander, through the fire dance travel onward, filled with wine and honeyed nectar, through the magic realms of Psyche. There the nymph, sweet Ariadne, forces him to drown his sorrow, charms him nightly with her beauty, drinks he like there's no tomorrow. Groans the wine god, "New man, stop, and hush the hound, she'll turn the hops. Mere immortal, you will end this, once for all now, comprehend it. Here, tonight, the true initiates drink new wine, the growing mystery, share I then, but none could hear me. Thanks to you, the maids grew teary, as did Phoebus' one priestess, voice of heaven whom truth begets. Hold your peace now, stand in silence. Thus does end the hunter's license. Now a voice, so fair, ascending, fills the air with love unending, rises on the silver moonbeams, woven from Apollo's sunstreams. Bold Orion, starman leaping, how my heart for you is beating. I have set you there so thy fame lights the path of this, the sky train. Next she calls with gentle words the creatures of her wooded world, speaks to them with tender charm, to keep the slightest safe from harm. Sweet are you as honey, bee, bear and stag, come follow me. Jump with me across the river, seeks she souls with bow and quiver. Then the goddess steps upon it, disk of night, the lamp of dreamers, as the steeds with hooves of onyx take to flight with sweet Selena. Draws she near to bold Orion, hoping thus to soothe his temper, points to one, the oldest satyr, he the muses loved to muster. Bold Orion, please concede that Crotus here, who lived and breathed, stands there now with arrows poised to guard your captivated form. See as well the scales of justice, those with which the Lord Anubis weighed the souls of those departed, measured who should meet Osiris. Know thee not the Queen of Starlight calls to time, stand still, be halted. Lo, she will perform the black rite, bring to life the king through deep night. Now Apollo speaks, your wisdom shines upon a hidden meaning. You have placed him here with reason, on the font of deeper dreaming. Might he not recall the last life, when the stars by which you've bound him shone upon Egyptian pharaohs, helped them walk the sky place nightly? Isis now returns, I sense her, for the dawn she shines intensely, Queen of Egypt's floodlit delta, Sirius, the healing empress. Then discern the gods, goddesses, that the one, so named Orion, calls to mind his ancient history, sees the wheels of time that move on. Here's the truth, he thinks in silence, now I comprehend my story. Memories of the tears of Isis come and thus reveal my glory. More than all the gods of Greece could muster pales the golden fleece, and yet that rogue, the lord of tricks, has caught me in a spell of Nyx. Something must rejoin the fragments here in time of Egypt's ruler. He'll release the captured psyche. Feel the force I am unifying. Whilst Orion scans his lifeline, golden one Apollo drones on, urging him to love the fortune which has favoured him, the brave one. Know thyself, you are not alone, for stood beside Lord Zeus's throne reclines the youth whose cup is flowing over the earth, and he's not going. Lips more sweet than finest mead has the fair lad Ganymede. This victorious prince of Troy is now the god's beloved boy. Weep as well for fair Callisto. See the nymph in Ursa Major, maid of my beloved sister. Zeus's lust has near destroyed her. Stubborn starman, show some pity. Cry for nymphs and others like them. Girls I've chased for endless ages. Pity those who grieve for Hyas. Then be glad the dreaded Hydra lies beneath thy feet, not higher. Praise the Lord you're not poor Chiron, poisoned centaur, noble Titan. Look around thee in the heaven, canine friends and sisters 7, comfort thee from loneliness. Now count the stars, for thou art blessed. Vain ye God, exclaims Orion, I've a mind to rouse my lion, give the beast reincarnation, end for good this indignation. Power of one, upraise Osiris, make a crown of horns from Taurus, fix it on the brow of Isis, set on Greece the ire of Horus. As he has this reawakening, Lord Apollo calls Prince Hermes, guardian over endless journeys, he who made the turtle lyre sing. Whispers he to Hermes, brother, tell Orion wisdom stories, sow in him some inner vision, else I fear he could get boring. Smoother than a bust of marble is the prince's arching eyebrow. He, the son of Maia, whispers, dear Apollo, you must stop now. Sun god, where's your measured reason? Has it burned your brains to ashes? This is sport outside the season. See his eye, the lightning flashes. Give him peace or fear tomorrow, warns wise Hermes, eyes ablazing, or the Greeks shall fall a sorrow, should Osiris eye be wakened. I must pit my wits against him, lest the one that's overriding redefines the world's whole history, buries all our memories deeply. Hermes lifts a shield that's priceless, bids it cast a charmed reflection. So does spy the Lord Osiris, youth itself, complete perfection. He that rescued Dionysus from the flames which killed Semele, he the gods as one depend on, spoke he thus to shape the darkness. King and priest of Egypt, ruler of the world, you're robed in Thalia. Might I beg thee now to listen, Lord, let time reveal its vision. Hypnotizing as the waters from the clear and crystal palace of the fairy queen and mermaids, in the looking glass the star gazed. See yourself, the face that's handsome, lit by all the stars of heaven. Take thee now the horn of plenty, that which you requested lately. Drink, my lord, relive a journey, govern dreams, see truth in karma. Know thee well that life eternal is the law, and that is Dharma. Spoke he well, and so the Ancient One is mindful now to listen, as the moving words of wisdom, so on earth the Kalki Vishnu. Please continue, thought he mildly. I should know which other earthling might make use of what is given, use the soul quite well, be risen. Hermes needs no more persuasion than mere thought from this the Star King. Thus the great magician whispered, more of love, love everlasting. There's a soul which doth your highness overlay the sound of silence, one who swayed the final juries, yet was torn apart by furies, one who plucks the deepest heartstring, Thracian bard of noble standing, he who can't forget his first kiss, let him rule the deep Eleusis. Maketh he the sweetest music, tames the winds, make fire of ice, he would roar with rhyme not reason, seeking sweet Eurydice. Down he went to play for Hades, god who had the lady hidden, Eurydice the lovely maiden, she who by the snake was bidden. Hearing as he strummed so gently, sang a dithyramb song of heartache, Hades' wife wept tears for 20, whilst the god himself shed plenty. Weeping like a bride old Hades, he that might undo the death spell, said to him, O prince of poets, sweeter is your song than nectar. Henceforth shall our guide be Eros, god of love, your song convinced us. So we shall release the deity, on but one condition only. You must not set eyes upon her, till she's reached the land above us. Did you, prince, take care to listen? Hark, or fail in this your mission? I repeat, O prince, be mindful, lest you're tempted first to see her, then to cross the Styx with Charon. You shall lose the lovely maiden. Now does Hermes turn, archaic is his smile. Osiris sees this, sees within it Thoth the ancient, science master, time atomic. Looks he now, the one at Hermes, thinks into his mind the verdict, weighs the words, the vital message. Mount Olympus quaked to hear it. I shall not deny the certain things, these things shall be conceded, such as sharing life eternal. This, I think, by law is needed. Through the gift of sacred music, Orphic guides shall rise to duty, fill the minds and hearts of humans up with love, romance and beauty. That's the good news, more may follow, but for now this pill you'll swallow. Floods are overdue, I'm thinking, all of Egypt's hardly drinking. Let there be a great disaster, something of a future mystery, just to show I'm lord and master, godly king of timeless history. Thinks me now it's time to end the wider ocean realm, Atlantic, trading ceases now, and Cretans I have deemed are sacrificial. All the learned priests, however, those who keep the sacred science, they shall sail out free to Egypt, therein teach the code's appliance. See, vain Greeks, the mother Isis, she who yields the greatest brightness, dawning now above the delta, heralds Lord the true high priestess. Look into the west, fair brothers, see the setting sun of Horus, Falcon Prince, his eye the secret, sign of Ra, who's ever watchful. Lo, behold, the east, fair sisters, see the golden calf of Horus, which by noon shall wax enormous, this the bull to beat all others. That you'll find, beloved Hermes, he who dared through time to journey, should be just enough to conquer Taurus and those other monsters. From her garden filled with flowers, Aphrodite screams in terror. Then the goddess, caught off balance, falls into the field of Ares. Thus the god of war is fuming, anger grows inside him, booming, so much so that grave Athena has to watch him blow up Thera. As the scenes of devastation reach the eye of Lord Osiris, thinks he, I shall end a nation, then uphold another's rising. Cultured isle the great Minoa, massive ones but soon a shadow, shall become as mist to Egypt, all forgotten but the sorrow. All Olympus stands in silence, knowing that the day is over, watching as the face of darkness brings a wave from Cretan waters. Then there is a moment's mourning, plus a second more for staring. Tears are shed, but others, yawning, tell the world they're done with caring. Lord Apollo grasps Athena, whispering, "He's a fool, this fellow. Since he's freed the Greeks of Cretans, so shall rise beloved Athens. Praise the day we let the Egyptian take free reign of this the cosmos." Then the sun god fair Apollo overheard the thoughts which followed. "I could devastate Olympus, cause beneath a mighty tremor, make the things of earth grow frantic, stir up all the great Atlantic. Thus to lovely Aphrodite I should banish her to Venus. Then for Ares, god explosive, Mars is just the place to bind him. Here fits the great bright walkway, Hades' wheel consigned to Pluto. Yet the father old Poseidon, let him run his steeds on Neptune. Then the maidens, those with honour, Artemis in love, Selena, keep thee near the world as moon queen, govern tides and turn. Athena, you shall take the name Minerva, teach the legions with your learning, help the Romans conquer Hellas, thereby still be known as Pallas. Hestia, keep your honoured status, may the earth exalt your greatness. You, Demeter, shall be Ceres, govern over every season. Zeus, who radiates with lightning, thunderbolts so freely striking, then by Jove with circles binding, halos rings of dust surrounding. Though I shan't recall the priestess, she who kept the holy mystery, shroud the oracle of Delphi with the endless veil of history. Thus I come to vain Apollo, he who thinks himself the greatest, source of all my kindred's troubles. Every evening bow to Isis. From the rest you will put asunder. Except for Hermes, he must wander close, and yet the comely Venus, she will burn each night for heathens. Mars will threaten peace with war cries, or just gasp for thirst in near skies, holding over earth forever fears of war and stormy weather. Now, fair god, more bitter medicine, worshipped though the sun is truly, none shall gaze upon you or shall see inside your mind, yet moonbeams shall take shape within the psyche, shield of earth your sister's mirror, hypnotizes every earthling, so the secret love I'll give her. Henceforth, God, be void of reason, let yourself be burning passion, tempered just in winter seasons, all you long for turns to ashes. Filled with fire that's all consuming, you shall draw the earth unto thee, just because your will is stronger than your mind, which is no longer. So the great unchained Osiris sends Apollo out of nothing, up to where is Ra residing, rolling wheel of fate deciding. 7 swans with sorrow singing break Apollo's heart like Daphne. Eros laughs, the sun is kindling hope, and he shall warm the earthlings. In the sun occurs a vision, gold, Apollo's heart is splintered, so his endless shards of vision fall on earth with light precision. Raise the sparks, the golden letters, formed in code, that hidden Aleph, first and Beth unfettered, shin the flame with Mem and Daleth. Yod He Vav, he now is coming, Tetresh Gimel, Chet Nun Sadik, Lamed Ayin, Samek Zayin, Kof Peg Kaf, and Tau in heaven. 3 within, the crown creator, 12 then fixed upon the 7, 22 for mother nature, 10 in mind, not 9, 11. Hermes watches like a hermit, shrouded by the cup of Hades, lest should be revoked his permit. Time repeals, he vows. She heard it. Brother, Lord, I only love thee, Isis queen declares uprightly. You have framed the night with pagans, set them in our skies quite nicely. You have made such fitting fates for these, the ones who stole our thunder. Yet I heard the one forgotten part, the silver quickening wonder. Lord of charm, the cunning Hermes, touched your pride, and so discreetly, whilst the son of life is fettered, all his children grow up freely. Thus Apollo's light shall profit those who measure seasons' cycles. I alone shall not reposit secret signs for soul's revival. Then her other half and brother smiles and kneels, beloved Isis, sister, bride, my only lover, let this not be made a crisis. Let the depths of Dionysus hidden stay, and so his mystery signifies our love eternal, so he shall preserve our history. All who preach the resurrection, all who speak of life eternal, all who walk in love's reflection, they shall keep the faith diurnal. Orpheus shall keep with thee a vision of the deepest mystery, as for share the vine shall Bacchus, pass the knowledge down through history. Looking through the space for Hermes, author of a timeless vision, king of Egypt, clicks his fingers, summons thus great revision. Thoth the ancient, time atomic, cast aside the garb of Hades. You have made a greater promise. Once upon a time you made it. Show me now the emerald shining deep within your mind, your greatness. Show my wife the sacred ibis. Let it be, unite the sacred. Hermes gives himself a second, and a third, so time is taken, rather than make haste unreckoned, pauses while the epochs waken. When his memory serves him rightly, Thoth the ancient speaks, Osiris, fare thee well, the bits and pieces are as one, she loves thee, Isis. How might I now be of service? Asked the one with dispensation. I should write it as I heard it, save in time the wheat's sensation. Lord Osiris, king of Egypt, blows a kiss and bows to Isis. See, my love, he'll keep the remit, make our endless story timeless. Thoth now phrase the hidden secrets, Thoth the priest, the master builder, right the way, the sun mind keeper, brings to light the final teacher. One is three, my eye is opened, one in mind, the light of living, looks more lovely now than ever. Solomon is wise and giving. As we break the day with sunshine, let the past be past, Apollo. Warm the seed of this, the grapevine. Let the bread of life be swallowed. Come, fair queen, the virgin Isis, wife of mine who loves me tender, she who made me whole, my goddess, one who is my sole defender. Where the sun doth shine at midnight, in a place of cryptic splendour, let the maid of mathematics make an early learning centre. In my belt are three magicians, come to praise the child, the new king, in whose arms the vernal lamb lies. Spring has come, the falcon prince flies. Royal stars, Antares, west light, form out of northern waters, Aldebaran, bullseye, east side, Regulus, the solstice, south side. Cross in space, the throne upholding, fix for earth the four directions, keep in place the sign, the sun's king, all uphold the resurrection. Let the rainbow, seven colours, born of light, be veils for Isis, maiden bright, a holy mother, star more bright than any other. Let the veils be drawn now, Hermes, cloak the truth, you might encrypt it, keep the signs but aid the journey of the searching soul, the mystic. Draw thyself in hieroglyphics, found in space the deep harmonic, bind in books our thoughts, ellipses, angles, curves through time atomic. Water bearer, step up lightly, by your side an angel rises. Prince of peace, the star burns brightly, one for all, the king strides nightly. Then at last shall seals be broken, holy words shall be re-spoken, love in spirit shall be woken, doors once closed shall thus reopen. No more bound the heart, Prometheus, free at last the fire-bringer, as Pandora stands divested of all things but hope, which lingers. So Apollo's wolf shall wander through the forests under cover of the moon, her golden brother, thus returns, reveals the lover. Forwards, backwards, time is taking cosmic steps through every section. Herein find the secret waiting, future from the past, reflection. Then Osiris, fully risen, calls to life, renews gestation, meets out time with fate's precision, orders, scribe, define creation.